uh, there's a spirit which lies in wait, and the way it operates, it's the spirit of retaliation. When you can tell that, look, it's a spirit. It's like a person. It's kind of like eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, but I'm gonna get me some and get me a little more than you, type of a mindset. No, if you're gonna get me, then I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna go dig your throat out. Like basically, that's what going for the jugular vein. Uh, when they're angry, you know what I'm saying? When the real mask slips off and they can give you the true inner, what's in the heart going in there. You know, those things you can't see, but you can only witness when as they happen. I mean, you can't hide it. That's what I meant there too. It's on it. Once you recognize what it is, it's kind of like counting coup. You know, I'm gonna get, or going railing for railing, rendering evil for evil, more evil, because it's like if you get me, then I'm gonna get you worse. You know, there's competitiveness there. You know what I'm saying? And then when competitiveness and pride get combined, then that person might start thinking about taking cheap shots. You know what I'm saying? Trying sucker punches, whatever, just out of that, when that spirit goes wrong. And then this the retaliator comes. And it's like this, if you want to be forgiven, you got to forgive. There's no way around that. You can't fake that neither. And you can't, when you don't operate out of the spirit of retaliation, guess what? You don't operate out of the spirit of retaliation anymore. And look, people can't take it from you. You can't fake it from you. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's the fruit. You know what I'm saying? The true fruit of the spirit. In one aspect, it was like this. I felt this dude really did me jive. And I had a few days where I was just extremely clouded mind, anger. But I figured out what the answer was. And it was just to forgive him and just move on. You know what I'm saying? It still hurts, man, some things. But, hey, you know, I'm not going to let that cause me to bog all the way out. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, I'm not some prize fighter who's 50-0. This is like, you know, hey, you win and you lose, man, in life. You know, you can't win them all. You ain't going to win them all forever anyway, even if you come close. So that's how things are. And you can't hold a freaking grudge, man. That's what it is. When the bitterness root gets reawakened and the grudges start coming out, and then the low punches, and then the scratch in the eyes, and then before you know it, it doesn't even come to that. They just straight up rip your heart out. You know what I'm saying? And go for the kill right away. Because it's like their fruit is going to come out, and it's going to be evil. You know what I'm saying? And what all evil does is causes more evil. It was like on this movie, The Five Deadly Venoms. This dude was like, the snake was like, he was like, I'm sick of doing this evil. I'm sick of killing. And he's like, when will it ever end? And then the scorpion, he's standing there and he's like, once an evil deed is done, it just goes on forever. And then he jumps out the window laughing. And that was good cinematics right there. That was like cowboy movie. Cowboy westerns and kung fu's they share a lot in common. And I think they're actually based on one another. They're borrowed from one another, basically. It's funny. But those are all about the revenge flick. You know what I'm saying? And God says it's like he'll repay the people. It's like you just reward everyone with good. It's like, look, hey, like if someone's down, cheer them up. If someone needs to have a weeping session, cry with them, man. And it's you can it's in a way, because it's like it's embarrassing when people have a breakdown. So if you break down with them, it doesn't feel so bad on them. That's how you help them. You feel me? But you don't, and then here's another thing about it. You don't even count coup on them and be like, look, I've done this for you, for this, for that, all this time. Look, keeping a list. And I know a lot of people who suffer with that mentality of they're always counting everyone's chickens all around them all the time. Like this, it's uh stir crazy, grasping mind. And the more you push your mind, the more it can become grasping. The more the even awareness is there. So it's a crazy process, and you can see where people get the wrong wiring. You know what I'm saying? Like I was even saying this. It was like sometimes people can get their brain like weirded to where everything single thing is a challenge, or if you ain't with me, then you're against me, and we must destroy you now. Like the dark side. uh, I find your lack of faith disturbing. And then you can feel them. There, you can feel that evil eye. You can feel the demon, getting like, look, it's getting like, it's like when you go see a monkey in a cage and it starts jumping around, getting all crazy and pumped up. You can feel it welling up, or like it's like an alligator when it sits real still, but it pumps up and like gets a bunch of air, and then it goes into a fucking death charge. And that's the spirit. It's the dragon too, dude. The water dragon there. That's a mother. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And they say that assumption is the mother of all f-ups. So the retaliator also takes assumptions and goes super on it. Like takes it as like, look, once again, just wired wrong to feeling it was a challenge. So they go way overboard in defensiveness. That's what it is. It's being like way over defensive too. And it's like the wicked, the wicked flee when no one even chases, man. It's that type of thing. You start attacking and ain't even no one trying to fight with you, and then you're taking everything, like you're flipping it and drawing into. You keep provoking. You're laying your weight in an ambush. Loaded questions, loaded logic, are good topics. Microaggression. These are all symptoms of the same retaliatory spirit. And if you play with it, it's like what it is. It's all in the mind. You start to think, oh, they're against me, so I'm going to get them this way. And it was all for nothing. It was just imagination playing too much. And but it is all about people's perception, man. Because I think I can't remember who said it. One man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter, type of thing. I mean, maybe not that exact example, but it's the same thing. It's like perspective is it's a big portion of the whole equation.